I am the Sauntering Spellcaster, sauntering through your mind and other places. So, last time when I was streaming, I actually got a lot done, but the stream got cut off at 32 minutes for some reason. So, you guys weren't able to see me fight Lucretius or the Death Prophet, which is really sad because I enjoyed thoroughly doing those boss fights. Today, we're really coming to the end of this game. We only got one more optional boss to fight, and then after that, we approach the final couple of bosses in the game. It really has been fun. This is my 20th stream. If you told me that I would be having 20 streams up like 2 months ago, I genuinely would have wondered why. It really is interesting, you know? I feel happy that I decided to give all this a shot. Well, we got some stuff to take care of, so let's get on that way. I still love the environments in this game. Ooh.
I'll show you!
Hope everyone's doing well today. It was Mother's Day yesterday, so I hope that went well for folks. Hi. All sorts of reasons to celebrate if you're willing to look for them. Life's just full of interesting things, you know?
I'll cut you down to size! Ah!
Hope everyone's doing okay today. I don't have a whole lot going on today. It's been pretty calm, all things considered. But you know, that's pretty good. I like days that are calm. I've had a lot of days that aren't calm, and I don't like those days. I try to make the best of things, though.
Oh!
Good job, Yun. And another golden top knot. If you didn't get the one from Masaru's dungeon, you can get one from here. You need that for Lucretius. You know, I really was looking forward to showing you guys the fight with Lucretius. I even sang Who Am I by Country Joe and the Fish. Which, it was the perfect opportunity to do so. You're literally getting to ask a fish, who am I? The joke was perfect. But unfortunately, the stream got cut off. But, hey, complaining about that ain't gonna fix anything. So let's focus on what we can do. Oh, this is such a cool dungeon. I also like how it the game's level up screen acknowledges that Yun truly is the master of the Earthen Heart style. And we got a new item. The Golden Burial Gown. The gown of one who courted a demon, and in their dance was the soil poisoned. Dance a forbidden ritual to bring doom to enemies and poison the ground beneath them at the cost of your own life. It makes you immune to poison, gives you a lot of resistances, but it lowers the speed and physical defense. Interesting piece of equipment, though. I don't know if that's like in homage to any particular story, but it's a cool piece of equipment. I have Argos, Fertility Charm, and a number 9 potion. Not bad. Not bad at all. This game gives you a lot of items, and to be honest, you don't really need all of them, but they're nice to have. And we've been in this room before. One of the things I really like, depending on who you choose as the main character, the statue in the middle actually changes. This has led to a lot of people, based on what you see with Orsted when he does the chapter, the Inko statue is in the middle. This has led some people to believe that the quote-unquote canon choice for who leads the party would be Akira. But I don't really think that there is an actual canon choice for who leads the party. It just is that the Inko statue is the one in the middle when you're playing as Orsted. The characters do have interesting things to say though later on, which we'll get into that because it's pretty interesting.
Oh, Dio. That's you, alright.
Yep. Let's check the rest of the map. Can we check the rest of the map? You can if you have the right party members. Cool.
Is that?
I didn't know that.
OD1 Lee? But how? And why?
I didn't know that. That's actually really cool. All of them react as they appropriately would, considering the impact all of them had on their lives.
Come hither. Let us speak. I am your host, the Lord of Dark, the Archon, Odio. Full glad am I to welcome honored guests. Oh, travelers from afar, gathered here for purpose paramount, for words to heed. I've queries too to put to you. The first, beloved heroes you've become. But they, the weak, the wanting, peers in name alone, how have they acquitted themselves? Ha! Put to proof, they pleaded others save them, risk their lives, endure such hardship, suffering, and pain, that they may reap a harvest sowed with blood. Pray tell, are charges such as these worthy of grace? I'd think on it, if I were you. The second, then, to which I'd have reply, the paths you've walked, for weal, for woe, for what? At precipice you stand, at journey's end. For legacy, a master's dying wish.
Interesting thing here, each of the students actually has a different thing to say in response to this question. I really do think that's kind of neat, and I actually want to pull up what each of the students say. But let's first hear what Yun has to say.
No! Not only for him. I do this for me. To be more than I was. To be better.
Oh, that is such a cool quote. I am trying to find the quotes that are said by the other two just so I can read them. I'm having a hard time finding it, but each of them do have a different quote.
A simple joy.
For Hong, he says that there's nothing wrong with wanting to try to live up to what the Shifu wanted from him. And Lei points out that, the Shifu was a great person who helped her become a better person, so she's gonna keep trying as well.
For hope, a maker's faith in his great work. For justice, poor, defenseless souls in need.
Yep. He has quotes like this for each of the characters. He asks Oboromaru about duty, whether he'd be willing to, to kill for those he serves. he asks Masaru, you know, about the desire to grow stronger. And he asks Akira about, you know, his desire to protect his loved ones and all that. Really cool seeing this scene.
Yeah, you might be right about that much.
Indeed. Within your words lies simple truth. You fought and won and claimed your promised prize. And not for noble cause, but selfish want. A craving, deep and primal, spurring you to shield desire and disdain all else. Let those apart and those opposed be damned. The ones who called this kingdom home. Your kin in spirit. This I see. You are the same. Reflect on your regrets. And bid farewell.
So this is what happens if you come and, you know, you speak to him when he asks you to come by. But what happens if he were to say no and just leave? Well, let's go and see what happens. Let us go and see what happens. It really is interesting because most people would never think to do this. I had to, I learned about how to do this watching videos of people playing this game and looking at the guide, but I have to imagine the way that a lot of people stumbled upon this back during the day was they saw that, oh, this looks like the final boss, and they were like, I don't think I'm ready to fight it, so they leave. So there he is, but we're not gonna fight him.
To flee is folly. This you shall soon learn. This realm is my domain, and I, its king.
And look where we are.
Oh, children, out of time and out of place.
That we certainly are.
Your wanderlust will lead you unto death.
The Headhunter. This is the final optional boss. The final one. Ain't that incredible? Look at how far we've come. It really is neat, you know? So, you might be wondering, how do you deal with this guy? The easiest way to deal with this guy is you want to have a character that is really bulky get right in his face. You don't want a lot of your other characters super close to him, because this guy will hit like a truck. but every time he uses his signature attack, he'll lower his own stats. So what you have to do is you have to play the patience game. Oh dear, he hit the wrong person. He hit the person I really didn't want him to hit. But that's okay. Oh no. Oh dear. I really didn't want Cube to die. That's not how I had imagined this going, but he's lowered all of his stats, so let's see how well Heavenly Peak's Descent goes.
Yeah! Shifu's secret technique conquers all!
Wow. That did very well. Yeah, this is how you beat him. He hits like a truck. I really didn't want him to take Cube out, but hey, you gotta deal with what you're handed. And there we go. We've beaten the final optional boss of the game. And Yun leveled up again. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yun has really good stats. He really does. And we get a pair of cosmic boots. Which reminds me, we need to give Cube better items. This looks good to me. Yep, looks good to me. Yeah, a lot of the ways that items will go as you just decide to equip the recommended stuff, you get some weird combinations of items, but I'll take it. I mean, look at some of these stats. I mean, some of these are just big. And big numbers are always fun to see. I mean, look at that. 147 physical attack. That's impressive. 150 special attack and 149 speed. Yeah. We take those. We will absolutely take those. I want to make sure that everyone has a cosmic item though. Okay, cosmic helm, cosmic mail, cosmic boots. You don't have a cosmic item. I will take one off of someone else if need be. Okay, you have the cosmic ring. Let's take the cosmic mail off of you. Trying to find another good one to put on Cube. You know what? Just because I think it's kind of funny imagining Cube just wearing a little pot on his head, I like to imagine he's just on top of his little hat. He's got a little pot, or maybe he puts his hat on top of a little pot. I'm gonna put this here so that we can give Pogo a piece of cosmic equipment. Yeah, cosmic mail. His physical defense may go down a little bit, but the cosmic mail more than makes up for it. Pogo's not really a physical attacking guy, so I guess we can give him these pearls. He can give them to Beru when he gets back home. She'd probably like that. And the golden top knot is just another special attack boost. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Oh man, this is a cool place. Just seeing all these different events out of time like that. Ooh, super cool. We do have to get back to the Archons Roost, but that's not too big a problem. And the party we got is a pretty solid one. We got good healing, we got good damage. I would say our party is doing pretty great. We have a pretty great party.
It's
Now, we just gotta put this adventure to a close. Oh, you can use the golden burial gown as an item. And apparently it does a lot of damage. Huh. I wonder if this is Alethea's burial gown. I think that might be the implication, is that it was what Alethea was buried in. Interesting. Oh, that's right. We have to go down on the bridge. use that cola bottle. Yeah. This is the hard thing about when you have a whole bunch of items. It's really hard to find the ones you actually want to use. But we'll be fine. Besides, we're going to be using up a lot of these items soon anyway. Good job, Sundown. Thank you guys for coming alongside me on this journey. I really do love this game, and I'm hoping that maybe by playing this game, I'll have helped you guys come to love it as well. That didn't work. But that did. the cola bottle really does trivialize battle. But hey, it makes late game grinding pretty easy. So yeah, I would say the struggle you have to go through to get it is entirely worth it. And look at Pogo, just absolute beast. I love the particle effects for the flame too, how some of the embers are bigger than the others. That is just so neat. It's also cool to see fire that's in different colors than the standard orange you get burning wood. There are a lot of really cool colors you can get from burning different stuff. If you burn copper, it burns green, which is really cool. And if I remember right, if you burn magnesium, it burns pink. Really cool stuff. Oh hey, a robotic enhancement. I will gladly take that. I will gladly take that. Robotic enhancements are always welcome. You excited, everyone? I hope you are.
Come hither. Let us speak. I am your host, the Lord of Dark, the Archon Odio. Full glad am I to welcome honored guests, travelers from afar, gathered here for purpose paramount, for words to heed. I've queries too to put to you. The first, beloved heroes you've become. But they, the weak, the wanting, peers in name alone, how have they acquitted themselves? Put to proof, they pleaded others save them, risk their lives, endure such hardship, suffering, and pain, that they may reap a harvest sowed with blood. Pray tell, are charges such as these worthy of grace? I'd think on it, if I were you. The second, then, to which I'd have reply, the paths you've walked, for weal, for woe, for what? At At precipice you stand, at journey's end. For legacy, a master's dying wish.
No, not only for him. I do this for me. To be more than I was. To be better.
For love, a woman's touch, a simple joy. For hope, a maker's faith in his great work. For justice, poor, defenseless souls in need.
Yeah, you might be right about that much.
Indeed, within your words lies simple truth. You fought and won and claimed your promised prize. And not for noble cause, but selfish want. A craving, deep and primal, spurring you to shield desire and disdain orders. Let those apart and those opposed be damned. The ones who called this kingdom home. Your kin in spirit. This I see. You are the same. Reflect on your regrets. And bid farewell to misspent life of sin. You live no more!
Here he is, Odio. Oh, I didn't know it would do that. I didn't know it would do that. Oh man, I feel kind of dumb now. Oh boy, if we have to restart, so be it. But yeah, this is Odio. The best way to go about this, take out his eyes and mouth. Do not attack the brow. If you attack the brow, you will hate yourself. But hey, if you got a bunch of items left over, use them. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
I'll show you!
I don't know if tiles actually hurt him though. I don't think they do. So this might have been completely pointless. At least using the tiles. Sundown like that definitely is good. But if we gotta restart, so be it. But yeah, pretty cool boss fight if I have to say so myself.
I'll show you!
Oh no, we're gonna lose him. Okay.
I failed you.
I think something interesting happens if you lose to this guy, though, so it might actually be worthwhile to show what happens if you lose to him. I like the design of him, too. He has just a super spooky design. And we're not even done yet. But I said something bad happens if you attack the brow, so let me show you what happens if you attack that. Doesn't do a whole bunch of damage, but his counterattack is horrifying. He heals all of his parts, massively boosts his stats, and then he uses expulsion or other attacks to just really make your life miserable. Yeah, attacks that hit full screen are not the best to use for this fight. Not for this one. But there's still plenty you can do. Still kind of upset that we lost some of the characters so quickly, though. That's just how it goes sometimes. And there's absolutely no shame in losing and having to do it again. That's just part of life. I like all the different attacks he has, though, because he has some super neat attacks. sure you get a unique game over if you lose to Odio. So I want to show that off. And if you lose to Odio, he cast Armageddon. We've seen this before, but yeah, really puts things into perspective, the stakes of this battle, doesn't it? You lose to Odio and he destroys all of time and space. So, that's what happens if you lose. So let's win this time. We've seen this before, so we can skip it. And we've seen this before, so we can skip it. Let's get to this boss fight, because it only gets cooler. You don't really want to use Hurricane here because it'll hit the You really don't want that. Okay, the eyes are weak to some of the stuff we got though, so let's use those. Use a Nagi scroll.
This should help.
Because I do not want to die. Rush fire. Laser cannon really is incredible here. Okay, Yum Bite. That's some good damage, Pogo. Punch of meat.
Maybe this one.
Another brush fire. You really want to try lower stats when you can, because it really does help.
Thanks.
Maybe this one.
And here we have him, Purity of Odio. Do we have any more Izanagi scrolls? If not, I still have other healing items, but yeah. Oh, okay, number 9 potion.
Shifu's secret technique conquers all!
This fight is all about being patient. Because this guy is... I mean, look at him! He's the embodiment of hatred!
I'll be okay!
Sorry.
You want to come at him with the There's one specific move that I really want to see if he's going to use. It's the strongest move he has. And it's also one of the coolest attacks in the game. So I really want to see if he's going to use it. Fertility charm. Accurate medicine box. holy water.
Too kind.
Bing, bang, boom.
This should help.
Thanks.
Is he really not gonna use it?
That ain't good.
Oh, he interrupted Hurricane, but that's okay.
Shifu's secret technique conquers all!
We didn't get to see him use it. He has a super unique attack called Sunflower Claw, one of the scariest attacks in the entire game. It lowers stats, it does a ton of damage, it has one of the scariest sound effects I've ever seen. It's a pretty cool attack, but we didn't get to see it.
Well fought. And won. And now, the coup de grace.
No.
Don't know about that.
Hope I didn't miss all the fun.
Finally caught up to you. I knew you would not fail.
Not yet! Not yet! Your fight is not yet done. For even should I falter here and now, my boundless hate shall transcend time. Hark! Look you now on hatred's multitude, on Odio and his many faces. You know them well. From ancient past, the beast,
from distant future, maddened slave of men. In peace they plot and craft their prophet false. In war, they worship lords ambitious cruel. The windswept wastes yield monstrous men-at-arms. The highest peaks hide villains murderous. For violence shall ever be your wont! My hate is yours, and yours is mine. To share a history so long as men yet live. Now sing our name, embrace us! Odio!
Oh, that's between you and your maker. Me, I'm going home. Whatever it takes.
Lay. Home. Lend me your courage! Arshifu's greatest secret!
A desperate bluff.
Heavenly peaks descend! At long last! Up here, you two! Mark well this moment as I, Odeio, unveil to you the noble visage of he who will rule Japan forevermore! Mine! All is... Mercy will be your undoing. The so-called masters you defeated, whose techniques you made your own in your quest to become the very best. You left them alive, and so others were free to follow in your wake. I, on the other hand, ensured my victories were complete. Without exception. Namkiat, the naive brat. That gaudy luchador, the great Aya. Simple-minded Han. Jackie, still dreaming of a squandered youth. Max, who was never more than a mere showman. And of course, that doddering fraud Moribe. Each lay dead at my feet when I was finished. For true triumph is found only in death, in the extinguishing of a life and its legacy. You glory in nothing. And who am I, you ask? I am that which you yearn to become, the greatest warrior. Odie O'Bright!
You son of a bitch. A warrior, like hell you are. You're nothing but a cold-blooded murderer! With Namkiat's speed, the great Aja's acrobatics, Han's guile, Jackie's strength, Max's determination, Moribe's wisdom, and with my own righteous fury, I will end you!
Yes, yes! His advent is nigh! Look now to the statue of Inko! Rejoice! Our savior is come! Rejoice! Odeo is come!
Screw this. That thing's no god of mine. And I'm not melding with these freaks or anyone else. Still with me? Then let's finish this, Matsu!
It is you, then. You who educated Pac and his brothers so deftly in the ways of war. I owe you a debt for the generosity you showed my disciples. We are men of violence, yes, but we are nevertheless men. And so, I will repay you in our common currency. In blood, and lead, and death!
Here we are. The culmination of much of our journey. But we are much stronger than we were. Notice, they're not playing Megalovania. we have become so much stronger than the bosses that used to haunt our lives. And now, we're gonna show these bosses what for. The game isn't playing their battle theme anymore. It's playing our battle themes.
Yeah! Shifu's secret technique conquers all! Fuck!
You proved a better challenge than I thought. Embrace the wolf within!
And notice, we don't need help anymore. Ryoma's not here. But we don't need Ryoma's help to beat Gamahebi anymore. This is how far we've come.
Cast flowers to the wind. I have you.
Similarly with Pogo, we don't need the help of Gori, Zaki, and Beru to beat ODO anymore. This is how far we've come.
You're done! Still with me? Excellent! Good! We've taken each other's measure. Now the real fight begins! It's over! Good! Now this is a fight! That it?
Not even his best technique works against us anymore. That's how far we've grown.
Easy! There!
Come on, Master! Let's do this!
He's our lord!
You've lasted longer than I thought! little boot to the head. Our savior! Such power will never dwell when joined with the others. Come on, Master. Let's do this.
What's taking so long? You'll have to do better than that.
Let's atomize the Great Inko.
It's laser time!
Mad Dog's not here to help us, but we don't need Mad Dog's help anymore. It's just two men. Two men and their guns. And the question is, which one will fire first? Which one will hit his mark?
Why can we not prevail? What have you that we lack? What secret strength?
The mountain trembles. An earthquake. It's growing. Thicker and more potent. He's calling it to him. All the darkness. All the hatred in this world. So it's not over, huh?
Not by a long shot.
I just want to take a moment so you guys can hear this music. This is an entirely new song made for this game. Gigalomania. And look at the background. Oh, this boss fight is beautiful. Absolute masterpiece of a boss fight.
Shifu's secret technique conquers all!
Sin of Odio. I love the name of this boss. This boss truly has one of the best names of a final boss that I've seen in a long time. This, in my opinion, is one of the best final bosses out there. I truly do believe that this is one of the best final bosses in a game. Lament of the Damned. Pretty powerful attack. Also just a cool name for an attack. He has a lot of cool attacks. And I love the way that Orsted functions as this guy's heart. Because where does wickedness come from? It comes from your heart. It flows from you. And this will come into play a little more as we continue this fight. But I truly love this boss fight. Akido's actually pretty good to bring here because he has the attacks that do holy damage. But no matter who you bring, everyone's gonna get their chance to shine here. You'll see.
Yeah! Shifu's secret technique conquers all! Forgive me, Shifu.
Absolute condemnation. It doesn't do any damage, but it doesn't need to. He has made it impossible for the characters we brought in to fight him. And notice what he himself has done. Before, we were able to attack Orsted. He was there in the demon's chest, functioning as his heart. What did he just do? He has shut himself off. He has hardened his own heart. He refuses to be vulnerable. And as a result, his heart has become hardened, impenetrable. He has become something truly sad. In his hatred, he has blocked out everything that he had once wanted. But let us see where the story goes next.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
I never lose. And together, we're unstoppable.
Nothing's impossible when you're too stubborn to surrender.
Cast flowers to the wind.
You're done!
Every single one of us, given a chance to use our strongest skills, the culmination of all of our talent. But it's not enough.
Cast flowers to the wind.
I'm tired of your bullshit.
Who are you? And I was...
I am Odio. Undying hate. Unyielding rage.
Seriously?
I must! I will!
And here we are. A man against the culmination of the sinful deeds he has committed. The others weren't able to defeat him. In my opinion, I'm not sure they could. It's called Sin of Odio. And I believe it's called that for a reason. Orsted has reclaimed a sense of his own humanity. He stares now at the face of his own wickedness. Orsted, ask the others to forgive you. Ask the people who hurt you to forgive you. Ask God to forgive you. And let's make this right.
Forgotten name. Remembered now. Yes. Yes. Are these my hands? Stained black with blood and sin. What wickedness I've wrought. And all for what?
I've been on my own for a while now. I left it all behind. My life, my people. But as the nights have added up, all that time out there alone in the cold and the dark, I've come to miss the warmth of good company and a home to hang your hat.
Every character has something to say in this moment. Every single character that you can play as. Barring Orsted, of course. Though he has something to say after this as well. Every character has something to say and something they do. Pogo runs up to Orsted, shouting IE, and just proceeds to hug him. And Orsted responds, "Such passion, nay, 'tis love, a boundless love. I wanted that once upon a time." Yun has this to say. Maybe you ask too much of yourself. When we struggle, when we're lost and don't know what to do, There are choices to make, paths to take. We can wish that it was easier or different, but in the end, it's what we make of it that matters. And Orsted responds, Perhaps you've struck upon a truth. When tested, sorely tested, I failed. I ran. Rejected trial and choice, and chose. If you choose Lay, she has this to say. Hurts to say it, but you remind me of me. The old me. I saw what others had and hated them for it. Wondered why they deserved so much and I so little. But I had it all wrong. Most of them hadn't got where they were just by asking for it. And what little they've done was only a fraction of what they tried to achieve. That's just how it goes. We don't always get what we want. Sometimes what we wanted was never ours to take. And sometimes all we can do is try to be better. Do the best you can and hope that it's enough in the end. Maybe that doesn't make much sense, but I've made a lot of mistakes. Still do from time to time. And Orsted responds, To strive for something more, a better self. I too have made mistakes. I turned my back. By men abandoned, thus abandoned men. Hong has this to say. I think I understand. I've been judged, mocked by men. I thought about doing the same, hurting them, hurting others. But I couldn't. I know that pain. Others shouldn't. And Orsted responds, So simple, earnest, true, for them as well. They wronged me, wounded me, revenge in kind, nay, far worse. 'Twas in fear and ignorance they struck, but I in bitterness and spite. Oberamaru has this to say. Once I would have obeyed orders without question, taken a man's life without regard for the reason, but no longer. We who wield the power of life and death wield not the power to shape the world and its people as we see fit. And though there is great risk, there is great reward to be found in trust and mercy. Ryoma shared with me this wisdom, and the sorrow that follows if it is ignored, that a blade unsheathed must draw blood. And Orsted responds, The world belongs to one no man. Indeed, by love and trust and faith, we will be saved. Wise, wise words. Spoken by another. Who? Masaru has this to say. Nothing's wrong with wanting more, wanting to be better, the best even. But that can't be everything. The struggle, the fight, the pursuit of power, you can't let it cost you your soul. When the dust settles, when you're old and weak, that strength of spirit's all you'll have. And Orsted responds, Indeed, for power comes in many forms. Oh, how was I so blind? The fault was mine, a weakness deep within my own broken heart. Akira responds in actually one of my favorite ways in the entire game. He runs up to Orsted, grabs him by the collar, starts shaking him, and says, "Know what your problem is? You blamed everyone else. Said it was them or gods or fate that made you what you are. But it was you. Just you. Yeah, people can suck. We can be selfish, look out only for ourselves. But if you focus only on the bad, judge them at their worst, well, you've already made up your mind, haven't you? Everything else is just an excuse." And Orsted responds, "Aye, maybe so. I sought out nothing good, expecting guilt, and just cause to condemn." And Cube, little robot Cube, he doesn't say anything to Orsted. Orsted looks at him. And Orsted says this: "How strange. A construct without heart or soul. Whence comes compassion? Whence arises love?" And Cube, he just shakes his head, picks up some little yellow flowers, looks at the other party members, does that little happy spin that Cube does, and hands Orsted the flowers. And Orsted says, "If not from these, perhaps 'tis what you lack. In absence, value understood. Indeed, I dwelt on it much, once upon a time." I take that to mean that Cube, even though he's a robot, he sees the value in humanity, the value in that comes from their heart and soul. And because he understands that value, he seeks to emulate it. And now, well, let's let Orsted say it for himself.
A sentiment I share. Such hate I've nursed. In solitude I've sought. And yet, and still, for all their faults, I miss them so much. Make ready. Your return is nigh. My magic wanes as life and time remaining ebb. Let not this memory fade. My words preserve. In every heart, the seed of dark abides. The makings of a lord, when watered well, with hate, sweet hate, she springs eternal, sings. All tempting draught will drink of her again. In every heart, the seed of dark abides.
It's a profound line, isn't it? It really is.
The makings of a lord when watered well. With hate, sweet hate, she springs eternal. Sings, all tempting draught, will drink of her again.
I'll remember your words. And my Shifu's as well. Come what may, I'll look after my people.
I still have faith. One day the sun shall rise. One day we will greet a new dawn.
Guess I'll have to pick up from where I left off. Looking for the next mountain to climb.
About time we got out of here. I'm starting to get homesick.
Whatever happens, we'll survive. That's what we do.
I want to thank you all for sharing this journey with me. This game really has established a place in my heart. I'm thankful to Square that they looked back at this masterpiece and said, we need to bring it back. They didn't have to do that, but they did. And it's beautiful. Thank you. But we're not quite done yet. There's so much work that goes into these games. And it's not always appreciated, but you know what? It really is beautiful. There's just so much that not only goes into games like this, but goes into the moments of our lives. And it's important to try to look back at that with a little perspective. To be grateful for everything that we have, you know? love the music in this game. But yeah, just look at how much work goes into these games, man. It's beautiful. And to all of our players, old and new fans alike, thank you for playing. I'm a new player. I got into this game because I saw the Nintendo Direct, and I saw a video, I'm trying to remember who it's by, but the dude was like, Blood Live Alive! It's the seminal JRPG that never came to the West! And it was awesome. Just the enthusiasm that people had that this game was coming back. That was a big part of why I wanted to play it, was seeing just how much excitement the announcement generated. And now, after 20 streams, a whole lot of scuff, various failures and successes, we've completed the game. We've done it. And now, before I close off this stream, I want to sing a song that I feel really ties in with this game. I also want to sing it as a thank you to all the people in my life who have been in my life. There are places I'll remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them in my life. I love you more, though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them in my life. I love you